Hello guys, Craig from fixitfallows, and here I am with my LEVC TXE, and today I'm going to be replacing the 12 volt battery in the boot. This is a 2018 model and it's the original battery in the boot. Now once you start getting random glitches on your cab, software starts throwing out all the different ECUs in the vehicle, of which there are many, are monitoring the battery supply voltage, and it likes to be around about the 12.6 volt mark. Once it starts dripping below that, you're going to start getting all weird and wonderful errors getting thrown up. One of which is range extender not available and the little turtle symbol. That can be one of the issues because there's just not enough juice in the 12 volt battery to crank the range extender into life. So definitely, if you start getting these weird and wonderful glitches in your vehicle, have your battery checked out and consider replacing it. So anyway, let's get on with it. Right, so here you can see I've removed the spare wheel from the boot because the spare wheel is in the way of the battery. Now, this is a 2018 model. I'm led to believe that later models have a slightly different battery. Now for me, this battery is a 019 type battery. Okay, it's 353 mil long. I think it's 19.5 high, or 195 high, something like that. And it has this metal cradle strapping that holds it in place. When you go onto Euro parts and GSF and Tanar batteries and all that, and you put in the registration plate of my vehicle, it tells me I need a 069 type battery, which it's not, because a 069 is shorter, which is fine, but it's taller, and because it's taller it wouldn't fit inside this metal strap cradle. So irrespective of what any sort of online battery supplier tells you, be sure to measure your battery first to double check exactly what battery you have in your vehicle. So anyway, in terms of getting this battery out, we have the negative lead here. Okay, nice and easy. 10mm bolt there releases the clamp off of that terminal. This is the sort of wiring loom for the negative side or the ground side, and it goes to a fixing point on the chassis there, from where all other electronic modules in this vehicle can get their negative or ground supply. Okay, so that strap goes straight to there, straight to the chassis, and that's all good, so we can remove that, no trouble. And then the positive side of the battery is over there. Now it looks complicated, but we've just got this kind of moulding here. This is the main positive supply. Okay, it goes around there, it loops under there, you can see, connects to a metal bar underneath this moulding. That metal bar continues round under there, there's a little fuse in there, continues under there to a clamp that clamps onto the positive terminal. Now if you lift this flap up, you can see that there's a 10mm bolt there. We can undo that, that releases the clamp on the terminal, and then this whole assembly can lift off of here. Okay, so we'll do that. Once we've done that, we can then release a couple of little leads on the side there, and it will allow us to get this positive side of the loom out of the way. Right, okay, so having undone the 10mm bolt on the positive terminal over there, you can see that this whole positive terminal kind of moulding lifts away. But to lift it away, you have to release it. So this plastic moulding is attached to the metal cradle with these clips here and here. So you have to release them in order to lift that off of the battery. And then you can see that in the side of it, there are a couple of plugs. And then this smaller one here, and that comes out as well. Now that bit of the loom can be pushed down out of the way, and we can put that big moulding down over the back there. So now we need to remove these two 8mm bolts here and here, which hold this plate down onto the side of the battery. We can take that out, and we need to undo an 8mm bolt from there and an 8mm bolt from there. The plate comes out. Now this one, see, that comes out. That effectively releases the top strap from the down bar there, but we need to get the down bar out of the way. just lift that out. Right, okay, now we can look to take the battery out. What I would say to you is that look, there is a breather vent pipe for the battery there. It goes down into a hole grommet in the chassis and it goes over to the far side of the battery. And you can just pull that out and detach that. Now it's a case of lifting this metal bracket up, pulling the battery to the side so that it clears the clamping on the back side there, and lifting it out. Now I'm going to actually lift the front corner of the battery and put this little bit of timber underneath, and the bit of timber will go across to the opening of the boot, and that will act as a sled for pulling the battery across, because this is really heavy and in a really awkward position. And out comes the battery. So there you go, this is a genuine Volvo battery. That is the part number if you wanted to order a Volvo part. 95 amps, 850 amps of cold cranking ampage, and it is 353 wide. It is 195mm tall, and it is 175 wide. This is a 019 size battery. All of the websites I checked on with my registration plates had a 069. So that is incorrect. Be sure to measure your battery before you order one online. Also, you need to check the orientation of the battery terminals. This battery went into the vehicle like this, with that being the front of the vehicle, this being the back, and that's the positive terminal over there, and that's the negative. You need to make sure that they're correct as well. So anyway, let's go and get the replacement battery. So there you go, I've gone for a Yuasa battery. This is the 5000 range. As a indicator there to tell you whether it's good or not. Okay, negative, positive. Always make sure you remove the plastic cappings off of these before you try and install it, otherwise you won't get any juice into your vehicle. Plastic cappings off. There's a plug there that I can take out to put that vent pipe back in. Yeah, like replacement. In fact, it's actually a more powerful battery. It's 100 amp as opposed to a 95 amp. Got this from GSF parts, and they had a deal on, I paid £136 for it. Right, let's just put the meters on these. Right, old battery 12.28, new battery 12.6, all looking good. Let's get this in. Okay, so one thing I've just noticed on the batteries, okay, so this is the cradle, top of the cradle. I've just unbolted it out there. It had a 8mm bolt on top of there. The vent hole is here. On this one, the vent hole is a little bit further over, and then when the cradle's on, it blocks the vent hole, so you can't then connect your vent pipe. So I'm just going to have to cut a little bit out of there to allow that to be okay. Okay, so I've just drilled an 8mm hole there, and then I'll use a hacksaw just to trim out the rest. So there we go, a little cut out will allow the vent plug to go in there. Right, okay, there's the battery back in there. The strap, the cradle is back on, and as you can see, the vent pipe is now attached properly as well, because I cut that little hole in the bracket, so that's all fine. Now we can just connect the terminals back on. Right, now we can take the positive contact and put it over on, pushing it down onto the terminal, and then we can do up the 10mm nut on top of the positive terminal. We can put these connectors back in place. Okay, and now we can put the negative terminal on. Making sure it's secure on there. Okay, that is the battery back in the boot. Then we come into the vehicle, everything switches back on, foot on the brake. Everything is good. All drive modes available. So there you go, there is a 12-volt battery changed on an LEV TXE. Now I must stress this is a 2018, I think 2020, 21, you might have a slightly different battery design in the boot, so just check out what you got before you go too much further. Biggest problem was that battery vent hole. The strap was just in the way. There was just a slightly different position for the vent plug hole on this new battery than the Volvo one, so I just had to cut away that metal strap a bit. But all in all, not a terrible difficult job, just awkward because of the weight and its location. But anyway, hopefully this will be good for another 8 years. Whether I'll be good for another 8 years is debatable. Anyway, thanks very much. Thumbs up, like and subscribe. Check out some of my other videos and I shall see you again very soon. Cheers, goodbye.